Passion is returning. Manchester is hosting the greatest story ever told for the first time after 11 years. It's early in the morning in Manchester, and finishing touches are being given to both stage and set. At midday, the audience is arriving. The warming up programme is about to begin. Ahead of the performance, Zahid Hussain speaks about public interest for the event and the attention given to it on social media.
Tell us how you got involved with Manchester Passion.
Well, I know Kenan Falakshare, he's a friend of mine, and he asked me to get involved. So I got involved with the fundraising and the social media.
Yeah. Now you did a pretty good job. I mean, you reached tens of thousands of people, and it went a bit wild. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, we're still measuring it, so I suppose part of my role is to work out exactly how much we had in terms of reach.
Yeah.
So today's been really quite wild, so I guess it's going to take a couple of days just to measure. But I would say, yeah, it's in the tens of thousands, if not, 500,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
These crosses have been decorated by local children. Their artwork will be judged by Baroness Williams and Daphne Stewart Clark. Daphne Stewart Clark and Baroness Williams tell us about the Art Crosses competition.
Okay, hi, I'm at the Manchester Passion Play 2017, and we are going to start the play at 2 o'clock, and we are going to have this is a competition of crosses that various schools have been involved in, which we're going to judge the 3 best crosses at 12 midday with Baroness Williams, and I think they've all done an amazing job. If you look at the crosses all behind you, the schools that have been involved have been absolutely phenomenal, and we're looking at very unusual, very special crosses that have got great messages that are embellished with beautiful things. We're looking for very unusual, outstanding pieces, and looking to see if the children have understood the meaning of the cross, why Jesus died on the cross, and his death and his resurrection, what that was really all about. And so we're looking to see the depth of the messages in the crosses here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted this afternoon to be here with Baroness Williams. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, Caris.
And thank you so much for coming here to judge the best cross, or the best 3 crosses.
And it was a very difficult job because they're so wonderful.
Aren't they?
Absolutely gorgeous, yeah.
Aren't they fantastic? I'm just amazed at the number of schools that have taken part, and 1,000 crosses were made. And they were decorated, so it must have been difficult for you to choose the very best.
It was very difficult to choose, but thankfully Daphne and I actually agreed on who the 3 winners were.
And why did you choose the ones that you chose? Did it have anything to do with the messages that came across?
Well, there was a combination of the artistry of the crosses, but also the messages. Particularly for one of the messages where the message was very, very strong about respect and Jesus dying on the cross for us, and some of the messages really resonated with today in the world we live in.
And which would you say was your favourite message of all the messages you've seen today?
Well, there was a lovely one where 2 friends had decorated the cross, and one had put best friends forever about his friend, and his friend had done likewise. And that's what it is. It's about friendship, and hate will find a difficult space where friendships are strong.
Fantastic. I love that message too. Yeah. Baroness Williams, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much indeed.
Later, the winners of the competition are announced. production is supported by the Sweet Rhythm Big Band and the Trinity School Choir in the run-up to its start at 2 p.m. The warming up programme leads up to the main play.
The kingdom of God is like a tiny mustard seed.
Bishop David Walker explains why he thinks the production is relevant to modern day life.
How did it impact you personally?
Obviously, I know the story very well, but it's always particularly encouraging, if surprising, to hear it in local accents, to hear the voice of Jesus as a Manchester voice, and the voices of Liverpool and the Bolton and the North West coming together. Makes me realise this is about people like us. It's not about people long ago and far away. This really is the man who died and rose again for you and for me.
Jeff Millard, the author and creative director of the play, has added contemporary references to the script to address the challenges that people are facing today.
Blessed are those who are hungry and thirst for righteousness. What about the plain hungry? I have had a decent meal in weeks. I'm living in a tent on an old car park. What can you do for me, Jesus? Blessed are those who are persecuted in the cause of Christ.
Well, that's definitely me. I feel persecuted wherever I go because of this headstone.
And blessed are the gentle, because they will inherit the earth.
Gentle? Do you notice the politicians or the lawyers being gentle? Who wants to be gentle in this dog-eat-dog kind of world? Nah. You've got to sell. Sell yourself. Sell your property. Sell your body.
The cast, all volunteers, is drawn from different ethnic backgrounds, ages and walks of life. Not only does it include professional and amateur actors, but also a homeless person and a few asylum seekers.
Because I am humble and gentle of heart, and I will give you rest for your souls. For my way is easy to follow.
Canon Falek Sher talks about his personal experience with the Passion Play.
What difference has this day and what difference has Jesus made today in your personal walk with him?
I brought the community together. That was the first positive thing. It's the unity because all ethnic groups, and I could see in the crowd, there were a mixed crowd, Christian, Muslims, Hindu, all sort of nationality and ethnicity was here. So that was the one positive thing we hear. And we presented Jesus as an icon of love, hope and faith for the homeless, for jobless, for immigrants and for the asylum seekers. And that's the picture of Manchester. We call a Mancunian society.
The introduction to the play is followed by the recount of Jesus' last days on earth.
I am the living bread. Whoever comes to me will never hunger. And whoever believes in me will never again thirst. Praise be to you, our God, who creates the fruits of the vine. From the bodies of those who believe in me, there will flow streams of living water. you'll betray me. Who is it? Is it me? Rabbi?
Judas bargains with the Sanhedrin.
As long as this Jesus is alive, there will be no peace in Israel. You can go, I say! Who are you? What do you want? I heard you were looking for Jesus of Nazareth. They say you want to kill him.
Who speaks such nonsense? You want to share some thoughts with them? Confide in them?
I worship him. In his eye shines a great light. All our hopes were centered on him. Every day, every night, I told myself he will be great, and the Lord will give him the throne of his father David, and he will be king.
Take 30 pieces of silver. And a broken reward.
Jesus tells the disciples that they're all going to abandon him.
Tonight, all of you will desert me. The Lord will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. No, even if all the others run away and desert me, I never will. Peter, before the cock crows 3 times tomorrow morning, you will deny even knowing. Rubbish! Even if it means dying with you, I will never desert you. It is written that you will be sifted like wheat. I have prayed that your faith will never cease. Give strength to your brothers. Father, everything is possible for you. Please, remove this cup of suffering from me.
Jesus prays in the Garden of Gethsemane.
But Father, I always have done, and always will do what you want.
Jesus is betrayed by Judas and arrested.
Take him away! Your day's done, Caesar.
Don't think I can feel that there's something wrong.
Supporting the Passion with a breathtaking potpourri of contemporary gospel songs are the Manchester Inspirational Voices, who won BBC Songs of Praise Gospel Choir 2016.
You and I know there'll be storm tonight. This is getting serious. This is serious.
Sanhedrin condemns Jesus to death and brings him before Pilate.
I've always taught in synagogues or at the temple where all the Jews come together. I said nothing in secret. If you have something against me, bring some witnesses.
How dare you talk to the high priest like that? Bring me the witnesses!
He's a liar and a troublemaker.
Tell me something I don't know.
He told us that he would pull down the temple and then build it better in 3 days.
Now, that is interesting. What do you have to say about that?
My whole life has been about showing people the truth. But none of this is blasphemy, is it?
Peter denies knowing Jesus 3 times.
I've told you, I don't know this Jesus fella.
He has lost me. You've all heard him. Take him. I'm the Roman governor.
We all failed it in our own way. They'll talk of the others and say they abandoned them. They'll talk of Judas and say he betrayed him. They look at me and say he denied him.
Sail across the water, roll across the sky, high. Any road that you take will get you there, if you only try. So keep the faith. Let nobody take you down. Just keep moving wide over the horizon. Just keep the faith.
Pilate may be convinced that Jesus is innocent, however, gives in to the pressure of the Jewish crowd and orders his crucifixion.
They say you're dangerous, a madman, that you claim to be the Son of God, that you are inspiring unrest among the population. What do you say? Seriously? I've had you followed, I know about you. When someone gets thousands of followers, I need to know what they're up to.
And what am I up to?
Nothing that I need to worry about. Are you not scared of me, Jesus? I have the power to put you to death.
You have no power to give me life.
What do you mean?
You are alive. By whose power? Not yours. If my father didn't give it to you, you'd have no power at all.
Are you trying to convert me, Jesus of Nazareth?
To what?
Enough. No more! Stop this nonsense. Either you're crazy or you're a god. Today is Passover, your special festival. And as always, I shall release one prisoner. Shall I release for you this King of the Jews? I bring Jesus out to tell you that I find no cause to charge him with anything. Ecce homo. Look at the man. This has nothing to do with me. This is your decision, your choice, not mine. I wash my hands of this. His blood is not on my hands. Take him to be crucified.
Where he is going, I will never too.
To bring to life Jesus Christ's last days on earth, the cast has rehearsed for the past few months. Emily Kay, who plays Rebecca, tells us how the play has impacted her.
I know it sounds very like a standard kind of line, but watching Jesus be crucified was harrowing. We've done it in rehearsals, we've done it hundreds of thousands of times, but nothing quite beats it on the day, watching him be flogged, watching him die on the cross. It really puts into perspective what we're doing this show for and what it really means to be a Christian.
Father, it is finished. Into your hands I commend my spirit.
Bishop David Walker talks about the moments in the play that have moved him the most, the scenes that were added to the biblical story following the sufferings of the three mothers of the three crucified men.
The word testimony is always wonderful. Is there any particular moment that you can testify that worked for you in this play?
Oddly, it's one of the scenes that's not there in the scriptures. The three mothers of the three crucified men. I'd never seen that stage before, and just their feelings, their hopes, their fears, how distraught they are at that moment. Gives a real sense of the depth of the suffering that there was on the cross. It puts alongside the suffering of Mary and of Jesus and the others crucified and their mums too.
How could it end like this? How could an innocent man be persecuted for speaking the truth? He spoke of love and reconciliation, but you have treated him with contempt and abandoned him. Words have no meaning now. Time has stood still. Without him, the sky pales to grey. The birds will sing no more.
On the third day after the crucifixion, the women come to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body and witness the risen Christ.
Don't you see? He is not here. Jesus is risen. No.
Woman, why are you crying?
along with the uprooted.
Mary,
Teacher!
you can't touch me yet. I've not yet gone back up to my Father. There will be so many who believe in me who will never see me, and they will all be blessed because of it. When a man believes in me, he does not believe in me only, but in the one who sent me. When he looks at me, he sees the one who sent me. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. Go now, out into the world.
Or if you see anyone who is lost and doesn't fit in, don't forget. When you welcome a Father, even though you don't see him, go into the world.
At the end of the performance, the audience and organisers share about their experience.
I think it had the most incredible power, didn't it? I think partly because it's not just a professional production by a troupe who put it on every night. This is people who come together and putting their all into this one performance. People who are really passionate about the passion, and that passion came across, the energy of the story.
Now, you've been involved in the planning and for those people who don't know of this event, tell us a bit more what's impacted you the most about your involvement so far with Manchester Passion all the way up till today.
Yes. I think the trust in God, because sometimes because of lack of budget or actor and actress, we tried to cancel it a few months ago. But after discussion with the committee, we decided to put our trust in the hand of God. And we believe God deliver it, not us. And that really impacted me, to put my trust in the hand of God. Thank you.
So to wrap up with, there's people watching us from all over, well, from home. What's the message that you want to share with them? You've got prime time opportunity about how Manchester Passion can impact their lives.
For this passion especially, we try to share some of the problem our city have, like homeless, poor people, and asylum seekers. We try to include those in the message. Some of our actors, they are joining the group. They are asylum seekers or the real homeless, and we try to share the message of peace to this city. Doesn't matter who you are and what background you have, you are welcome in the heart of God, in the sight of God. Every person are welcome. And I think that's the true message of Easter and resurrection of Christ, the opportunity for everyone.
What do you want, Phil?